My name is Garrett Garcia, and I will be presenting on the heads and subheads. To get started, can everyone turn to page 219 in our textbook? And we are going to analyze a poorly designed document. So I have a couple questions that I just want you guys to think about. What do you think about this document? Does it look clean? Is it poorly designed? If so, why? Would you enjoy reading this document? If you would, why would you enjoy reading it? If not, why? So just think about these things, and then we'll look at another example of a good design document. And that is on page 220 through 222. So this is an effectively designed document. So what's the difference? What do you guys think? And what is an effectively designed document? And would you enjoy reading this more than the other one? And if so, why? And so throughout our presentation, we've been talking about design of documents, and so that's why I wanted to show you a few examples. And boom, so we have been using heads and subheads in our entire presentation. I know that's a surprise, but we've been doing it. So we've been applying what we've been teaching, and it really does clean up the design of even a PowerPoint, for example. It doesn't have to just be a document like a memo or a letter, but even a PowerPoint presentation. So let's dive into this. Heads and subheads are brief descriptive phrases that signal starting points or major divisions in your document, and they provide helpful road signs for readers charting their course through a document. So I like to think of them as basically a guide. They show you from point A to B to Z how to get there in a flow steady path, and it helps visually so that you know where to start and where to end as well. So why do we use heads and subheads? I kind of just answered that, but this has a couple of really good bullet points. It divides the document into two major parts, and it attracts your attention. It informs readers about the purpose, and it helps readers prioritize information. So for example, think about the last article you read on Facebook or LinkedIn or a post in a newspaper. There's always a header that talks about the section or the main topic of the article, and a lot of times they use questions or phrases that they grab the reader so that they'll dive back in and see what happens or what tips are provided or whatnot. And so that's why we use them. Let's see. And so what do you guys think about this slide? It's a little different. And so without heads and subheads, your work will look unorganized and cluttered. So can you tell the difference with this slide when I didn't place any subheads or heads or bullet points? It really visually it doesn't look as clean, and it doesn't flow as well either. So all right, so how to write heads and subheads. And what's cool is that everyone in our class has already been practicing this with our memos and our letters as well. Within those documents, we've been putting subheads and heads. So carefully outline your work, determine how many sections you will need, and determine what kind of information that each section should contain. Because you don't want to put a subhead in a section about how to clean the toilet. You don't want to put where to buy cats as your subhead. So you want to make sure you break out your sections and you have relevant subheads. So how to format heads and subheads. So first, insert space between the sections so they're broken up. Be consistent in the way you print each type. Use larger type size. Use all capital letters, and second color for major heads. Like I mentioned before, we've been applying this with our past assignments, and we'll be doing that with our resumes and other assignments as well. So the importance of lists. The lists it helps readers by dividing, organizing, and ranking information and emphasize important points. And that's why you have a lot of times numbers as well within the list. And they contribute to the page design. So visually, it's a lot more appealing. Like that first example, if you guys want to turn back to 220 through 222, it's more appealing to the eye. It looks a lot cleaner than just words everywhere. And using color in your design. And this is one thing that I really love what color can do to, any type of not only document but art in general or video or anything. Art really plays a huge effect. So some of the perks are that color enhances readability. It can break up long segments of text, and they can tie important ideas together. And a quote from the book that I liked said, "Tastefully done, color can help sell ideas more effectively than black and white alone." So awesome. Well, that's my part in our presentation. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, ask my team. All right. Thank you.